Every time Friday the 13th comes around, we whisper the same thing. Be careful, it's a cursed day. But where did this fear begin? A day marked by betrayal, death, and divine judgment. Its roots lie deep within both faith and history. 2,000 years ago, in Jerusalem, 13 men sat at a table. Jesus of Nazareth and his 12 disciples shared what would be their final meal together. Among them sat the 13th guest, Judas Iscariot, the man who would betray him. From that night onward, the number 13 would forever be linked with betrayal. The next day, on a Friday, Jesus was crucified. To early Christians, Friday became a day of mourning, of loss, and of fear. Sailors avoided setting sail on Fridays. Some refused to marry or begin new ventures. For centuries, Friday carried the weight of sorrow. Over time, two symbols of misfortune, the number 13 and the day Friday, began to merge. By the Middle Ages, Europeans whispered, "When the 13th falls on a Friday, stay home." Still, no one knew why the day felt cursed. Not yet. Born in the age of the Crusades, the Knights Templar swore to protect pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. They built fortresses, managed trade routes, and gained immense wealth. In time, they became bankers of kings. And that was their greatest sin. King Philip IV of France, powerful, ambitious, and deeply in debt. He had borrowed vast sums from the Templars to fund his wars and his court. But when the debts grew unbearable, Philip sought a darker solution. If he destroyed the order, he could erase his debts and seize their fortune. So began the plot, a betrayal not of faith, but of finance. Then came October 13, 1307, a Friday. At dawn, Philip's soldiers stormed Templar houses across France. Grand Master Jacques de Molay and hundreds of knights were arrested. They were accused of heresy, blasphemy, and corruption, all fabricated. The faithful Knights of Christ were crushed by the greed of a king. As flames engulfed him, Jacques de Molay spoke his final words. Pope Clement, King Philip, within a year, you will answer before God. And within months, both men were dead. Thus, the legend of the Templars' curse was born. From Judas's betrayal to the fall of the Templars, the pattern repeated: betrayal, greed, divine punishment. When people spoke of Friday the 13th, they remembered both the death of the Messiah and the fall of his knights. By the 19th century, Friday the 13th had entered popular lore. Writers and filmmakers made it the symbol of doom. But behind every superstition lies a story of betrayal that humanity never forgets. From Judas's kiss to Philip's greed, Friday the 13th was never about luck. It was about faith betrayed. And that is why it remains cursed. Was it superstition, politics, or divine justice? Whatever the truth, Friday the 13th reminds us that even faith can fall to greed.